Hello and welcome to this first part of our three-part series, balancing and cleaning out the entire chakra system. We're going to start with that root and make our way all the way to the ground. With the help of our lovely mascots here, it should be a nice, effortlessly flowing, wink, wink experience today. So let's get started, of course, in the tradition of our beautiful meditation. So find a comfortable position for yourself, propping up those hips. We want just a slight tilt in that tailbone so the body is easy in its seat, comfortable. And then the shoulders just line up with those hips so the spine is in one straight line all the way through the ears, over the shoulders. A slight tuck in that chin so the crown can extend up. Be sure to tuck in that sternum. We don't want ribs that are plunging out. And then with those palms, let's place the left palm up towards the sky and the right palm down. And then we find our breath. Allow the face to relax and gently just pull that breath in, expanding the belly, and then allow it to fall away. No effort here, just in and out. The eyes can float closed now, or if you're working in a mindfulness meditation practice, just allow those eyes to peek open slightly. And if the eyes are open and the distractions are coming in, then close the eyes and start again. We're beginning our practice through the chakras that are in the palm of the hand. The left hand is responsible for allowing energy to come into our system, allowing guidance, allowing friendship, allowing love. So we open this chakra to the sky, asking that universal energy to come down and balance, clean, clear this space in our palm. And as we ask that, imagine a golden beam of light shining directly down from the sky into the palm of your hand. A single beam of sunlight, perhaps. Or the reflection of a rainbow. Whatever feels good right now, welcome that universal power into the left palm to open you to receiving, to allowing happiness, compassion, and love into your life, allowing abundance, worthiness, courage. And that universal energy comes in through the palm, radiates up your arm into your elbow, into your shoulder, across your collarbone, and down into your heart. And your heart now opens to receiving the universal healing and loving energy. in the palm of the right hand, we find the chakra that grants us permission to let go. When this chakra is blocked, we tend to just ask ourselves to solve all of our problems, knowing that somehow we can figure it out on our own. This chakra also keeps us in the past and in fear. We open this palm toward the earth so that all that is no longer serving can fall out of that chakra and make its way all the way through the layers of soil and rock into the core of the earth to be burned away. And as that earth that we love and care for so much nurtures our being by removing obstacles, removing stories, thought patterns, and filling us with that grounding truth. And the roots of the earth reach up into that right palm and balance clean and confidently open this right palm. And that grounded energy reaches through that palm into the forearm and the right elbow and into the right shoulder and across the collarbone and into the heart. And the heart center now radiates a pure balance between earth and sky. And a deep inhale comes in through the nose and fills the belly. And the lungs fill, and as the lungs fill, they squeeze that heart to give it a hug. And the lips part gently and exhale. Nice deep inhale once again. Hug that heart a little bit deeper. And part the lips and exhale. Nice deep inhale. Now the arms are going to float their way all the way up overhead. Bringing the palms together, slight back bend. And we'll turn that torso to the right and drop the hands as we exhale. Just a gentle little spinal twist, wringing out that spine. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Everything is nice and relaxed. Feel the breath. Feel the breath in the spine. Deep inhale, bring those arms all the way back up overhead. Square up that torso. With a twist at the top of those ribs and drop the arms to the left. Use the breath to release the tension in between the ribs. Relax the hips, relax the face, fill the lungs, and in the exhale, wring them out and twist a little bit deeper, gently, into the stiffness. Inhale, arms are going to come all the way back up overhead. And exhale the hands to the heart. Inhale, float those arms up. And exhale, this time drop the right hand just to the outside of the left right thigh and reach those left fingertips up overhead, opening that left side body, making room for the breath to come in. Left hips reach down. Great, inhale, bring those arms back up overhead. Nice straight spine, maybe even a little glance up towards the sky as we drop that left hand down and reach over the right fingertips. Relax the hips. No collapsing in the left side. Breathe into the ribs. Nice deep inhale. Bring that spine back to center. Reach those arms all the way up overhead. And exhale the hands to the heart. Inhale the arms all the way up overhead. We're going to drop those hands now just out in front of us at shoulder height, around the spine. So separate those shoulder blades. Tilt that tailbone under, kind of like our madcap, but not quite as intense. Really isolating the space behind the shoulder blades, behind the heart, where the spine can come out between those two spaces. We open that space deeper by reaching our fingers forward and pulling that belly button in. Let's take a nice deep inhale in. Arms come all the way up overhead. Arch that spine, now reaching the heart forward. Drop the hands till they get to your shoulders, really peeling those shoulder blades together now. And exhale, peel those shoulder blades apart as the hands reach forward, rounding that spine deeper. This time, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale this just a bit. Squeezing out the back of those lungs. Inhale, arms are going to reach up. And let's go through this one more time. Shoulder blades come together, drop the head to open the throat. We're opening the front of all the chakras now. And in the exhale, we're shifting that energy to the back. Opening as much as we possibly can. Drop the shoulders. Really stretching the back of that sternum. Feel it all. Without labeling, just let it open. And when we crack open to let the light in, let's inhale one more time. Pull the shoulder blades together. Drop the head, tilt the tailbone up. And exhale. Inhale, arms come all the way up overhead. And those hands come to heart center with the exhale. Shift that weight forward in the hips and remove whatever might be underneath you. Let's find ourselves in a nice wide-kneed child's pose. Bring those knees about mat distance apart, definitely hip distance apart, maybe a little bit further if you want. Start by bringing the big toes together and the heels fall apart so the hips can sink right in between those heels. Let's sit here for a moment, not falling down into our full child's pose just yet. Let's use this opportunity to connect that root, that base of the spine, into that earth energy we called in just a moment ago. From the heart center and from the earth now. Pulling in that deep Terra energy. Pulling in from the center, from the source that keeps us connected. Pull up and pull down. And meet the energy between the heart and the earth. At the base of your spine, the tip of your tailbone. And then we'll allow the torso to come down. Just walk gently with the hands, keeping those hips as close to the heels as we can get them. Hands are going to reach up overhead. And I'm just going to drop that forehead. The shoulders are relaxed. The third eye and the earth meet. The front of the body is open in the heart and the throat. And the jaw is relaxed and the eyes are relaxed. And the breath presses on the inside of those hip flexors, the inside of the thighs. Without creeping up into the shoulders. If we've made contact here with this third eye, just gently rock that forehead from side to side. We do this to connect physically with that space that we want to be intimately connected with. Pressing it into the earth now, pull that earth energy into that third eye. And let the earth take the doubt. Surrender the fear of the knowing. Because truly, it is not the unknown that we fear. What we fear is that we actually do know. We do have all the answers. Let the earth take that. So you can see clearly, confidently, compassionately, and creatively in the direction of the life you're building. Swim those arms back behind you, interlacing those fingers at the base of the spine. Just let the hands rest here for a moment. Shoulders adjust. Relax the collarbone so the shoulder eyes sink slightly. Press the palms together. Peel the shoulder blades together, and that allows the hands to rise above the spine, just naturally. Enjoy this smushed face. This is breaking down sinus cavity stuff and gunk that you can hear in my very sexy morning voice. Great, relax those hands down. Release the grip and let the hands just fall down by your sides. Swim those arms all the way up overhead. Pick up the head and gaze towards those fingers. We want to plant 10 nice wide fingers here. The index finger points straight and really get into those fingertips by gripping in and pressing in with all of them. All of the tips, all of the knuckles, all of the palm. It should radiate some energy all the way up into your shoulders. Rotating the shoulders down and away. Find your strength here. And then we'll come on up to all fours. We'll find the same space of strength in the knees. So the shoulder eye is directly above the wrist. Check in with this alignment. If at any point in your journey on the mat there is tension or resistance, just check in with the shoulders and the wrists. We use the physics of the body that are oh so brilliant to move us through our practice. So the more we can get in touch with the alignment, the easier the breath moves through our body and the more floaty our practice becomes. This elbow eye, rotate this eye forward. So normally we will have the elbow pointing out to the side. We want to rotate that elbow so that it's facing in towards the body and the inside of the elbow faces out. That rotates the shoulder into a position that's almost like unshakable. It just like locks it into the shoulder girdle. And then the spine is straight. The knees are directly underneath those hip points, just as the shoulders are directly underneath, or the wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes, pull the belly button in. We're not pressing into round the spine, just the belly button comes in. And then the gaze is out towards the end of your mat. Face is soft, corner of the eyes are soft. This is your foundation. Let's move it through with the breath. Tilt the tailbone up, just moving the spine. With the inhale, drop the belly down. Heart comes in through the upper arms. And the gaze is up slightly. Opening each one of these chakras individually. And then tilt the tailbone down, press into the earth to round the spine and separate the space in between the shoulders. Once again, deep inhale. Just moving the spine, see if you can really isolate the movement. And rather than shifting the whole torso forward and back in the wrists and the hands, just moving the spine. Drop the head, tilt the tailbone, press in with the hands to separate the shoulders. Imagine, as we tilt the tailbone up towards the sky, that we're opening that root chakra. And then the belly comes down to the earth and that opens the solar plex. And the heart comes through the arms. And the throat opens to the front. And the third eye reaches up and meets the ground. And now the back. Tilting that tailbone down. That root reaches into that sacral region, in between that lumbar spine, which is so difficult to touch. Touch it now. Moves up into the heart. Inhale. And exhale. And come to a nice neutral spine here. Come back to your tabletop that feels strong and safe. Shift the weight into the left knee and the hands. And we're going to lift that right leg back behind us. So we have a nice square body here, extending through the toes, as if the toes were an extension of the spine. So can the crown all the way through the toe, without shifting the torso forward and back in the wrists and the knees. Just extending the body. Square hips. We want to ensure that knee is nice and level with the earth. Keep the belly button tucked in. We're going to bring those toes all the way over to the right side of the body and drop them outside of the mat. Go ahead and gaze over that right shoulder to look at the right toes. Opening the left side of the body. We're going to inhale and bring that right foot through the center line all the way over to the left side of the mat now. Drop those toes and gaze over the left shoulder. You can float the toes or drop the toes, whatever feels good. Bring back through the center line, keeping that body nice and square, over to the right. In through the center line and over to the left. Nice deep inhale, bring that leg all the way back over to the right. And one last time through the center line, over to the left. Excellent, back through the center. Find that nice strong position with the right leg reaching back with those toes. And then we're gonna lift that left arm, reaching those left fingertips forward. Great, bring that left hand down, that right knee down. And we'll shift the weight all the way back into the heels to release that glute with a child's pose. Wonderful work. Let's get back up to it. We have another side to do. 10 nice strong fingers, nice and wide. Use your entire paw to create stability. Yes, that's what I said. Rotate those shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the belly in, nice and strong. Shift the weight over into that right knee and lift the left. Square hips. If you need to know if you're square or not, just guess what? Look behind you. Are you square? Extend through those big toes. And then we're going to bring that left toe all the way to the outside of the left mat and gaze over that left shoulder at those toes. Inhale, bring that leg all the way through the center and over to the right. Gazing over that right shoulder, opening that left side. Excellent. Bring that leg back through the center line and all the way over to the left, opening the right side of the body. Inhale through the center line, and we'll exhale as we drop those toes over to the right. Last time through, inhale all the way through the center. Exhale as we drop those toes to the left. And back to center, nice square body. Toes drop over to the right with the exhale. Come back to the center line. Find your nice, strong, three-legged tabletop, and we'll reach those right fingertips forward. Nice, strong center line. From fingertips to toe taps, stretch. From the inside of that shoulder and the top of that glute, stretch. Great. Bring that right hand down and the left knee down. We'll sit back on those hips. Nice child's pose to reset those glutes. Just for a second, and we're going to plant these fingers, nice strong fingers. Rotate those elbow eyes already up towards the sky so you're set before you even start moving. Shift the weight forward into those hands, tuck those toes, lift those knees and the hips into our first downward facing dog. And this is the first one. Don't ask yourself or your yoga practice to have the expectation of anything in it. Yoga is about the discovery, not about the image. If you need to pedal out those heels, please, by all means, go right ahead. Find your breath. Connect to you here. Whatever's happening inside of your body, let it just melt. And then with your exhale, take a nice easy gaze forward and baby steps to get to the top of the mat. We're going to stay in this forward fold as we make our way to a nice wide-footed stance, about as wide as the mat or a little bit further, even if you'd like. Knees are bent, the belly is soft, and our body is folding. For this ragdoll, welcoming a release in the balance. So find the balance in the feet. We have a big toe, a little toe, and a heel. We want to find an equal balance between. So no heavy in the heels, no floaty in the toes. And then the vertebrae can open. And space can come in. Really connect with those feet now and press into the arches to straighten the legs. Staying balanced. They're nice and easy. We want to be very conscious in our movements here as we stand one vertebrae at a time. Literally. One vertebrae at a time. Connect with those bones in your body that you're moving right now. Connect with the muscles that it takes and the tendons that are required to stack your vertebrae on top of one another. Connect there now. You're like, oh, Rebecca, I can't do that. Yes, you can. I promise you can. Conscious
conscious awareness of the movement in your body. Zero your, like laser point your focus into those spaces, into that vertebrae before you move. And then stack the next one and move again. And then the next one. And in between each one of these vertebrae lay chakra energy. Be intentional so the work works. Don't rush through it. You'll only end up doing it over again. And when you rise all the way to that gaze, go ahead and find yourself reset. I'm prepared to move now, to be a mountain, to allow, to release, to be balanced, clean, confident, clear. I don't want you to practice that right now. So pinpoint into those toes. Big toes are together. Heels are slightly apart. Find the triangles in your feet. And then zip up the energy. Pull that energy from the earth into the feet, like roots from a tree. And then pull them up your legs, into your knees. And feel everything just securing itself. Not that you're stuck, but that you're secure, grounded. Pull that energy up into your hips and wrap it around your hips and hold you safe. And then let that penetrate your spine into that belly button and the ribs and then the collarbone and the shoulders and the throat. And close your eyes and open your third eye. And keep your third eye open and open your eyes. Inhale up, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale into those roots. Pull that root energy into your whole body. Into those fingertips up overhead, and then pull it into your heart as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway lift. Exhale again, forehead to the shins. Roots are strong in the feet, climbing up the legs. Inhale, arms reach all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, humbly bow to the power. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down, step the right foot back. And then the left. We have 10 strong fingers and a nice strong plank here. Shoulders are away from the ears, belly button tucked in. Stay here and breathe. Just because the belly is being held doesn't mean the breath gets held. You can still breathe. Smile. Press into the earth with the hands. Keep everything nice and strong and tight. Lower the knees. Keep the hips high. Bend the elbows to lower the chest. And then the chin. Untuck completely. Press into the earth with the top of those feet. And bring those shoulders just up off the mat. No weight in the hands. Just use those back muscles. Exhale, fold. Release. Press into those toes and those hands. Hips come up to the sky. Downward facing dog. Settle into your dog here. Not with expectation, but with rest, with presence, with connection to your breath. Five parts in, 5 parts out. Really allow the breath to come in. No rushing, settling,
No fear. Surrender. And at the end of the next exhale, gaze to the top of the mat. And we'll take those baby steps, leading with the right foot to get to the forward fold. Halfway lift here, nice deep inhale, and exhale, fold again. Roots come to those toes immediately as we pull the breath all the way up into the body. Float those fingertips up and bring that hands to the heart. Inhale, arms come up. Bowing humbly, folding forward. Halfway lift. Hands come down, left foot steps back this time, and then the right, leading us into a nice strong plank for yourself here. Squeeze those cheeks together, energize out the heels. Find a nice easy gaze and a smile. Your belly is tucked in, nice and strong. Lower the knees, keep the hips high, bend the elbows to lower the chest and the chin, and untuck. Press into the earth with the feet, squeeze those glutes together, and lift the shoulder and the ribs. No pressure in the hands, shoulders are away. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, press in, and rise. Hips come up for downward facing dog. 5-part breath settles our heart, keeps us focused. At the end of your next exhale, gaze to the top of the mat. Left toes this time are going to lead the way. All the way to the forward fold. Zipping those toes together. Inhale, halfway lift, bringing that earth energy in already. As we fold, root in and rise. Exhale, the hands to the heart. Let's keep going. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And fold, hands come down, right foot steps back this time, and then the left. Our nice strong plank is gonna get side planked. Onto the right. The edge of that right foot, or the feet can be stacked, or this right knee can drop, whatever feels good. And then come to center, push that weight forward for our chaturanga. Keep pushing forward in those toes for upward facing dog. Hips come up for downward facing dog. Settle. Reset. Lift that right heel all the way up to the sky. Left heel reaches down. We have 3 legs. In our downward facing dog, reach through those right toes. Bring that right knee into the heart and place that foot on floor. Step the left foot out to the side slightly. Press into the feet and rise for Warrior 1. Warrior 1 has a square to the front of the mat. Slight bend in that front knee. Opening the heart, the throat, the gentle gaze with all of our eyes open. Shoulders are down. If the shoulders pop up when the palms come together, leave them apart. The hands, that is. Let's straighten this front leg. Interlace those hands back behind us. Press the palms together and the shoulder blades together, and we'll fold over this front leg. Nice straight front leg, lifting the hands up and away from the spine. Allowing the head to release. Again, helping out with that sinus cavity. Allowing the shoulder blades and the collarbone to relax. Opens up that heart space on both sides at once. Root into those feet. Bring that torso up. Soften that front knee, and arms are going to come all the way up overhead.
It's okay to be vulnerable here. If you're feeling like you want to protect yourself, that's natural. But see if you can lean into the discomfort of being open and allowing. It's practice. Start here where it's safe so you can take it with you elsewhere. Bring those hands down and frame that front foot. Step that right foot back and find a nice easy breath in and out through your vinyasa. And settle into your downward facing dog. At the end of that exhale, gaze to the top of the mat. Lead with the right toes. We have a halfway lift here and a forward fold. Feet root down, fingertips reach up. Deep inhale and exhale. Hands to the heart. Inhale, reach those fingertips up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift again. And exhale, hands come down, left foot steps back, and then the right. We have a nice strong plank that rolls right over to our left side. Reach those right fingertips up. Find the breath. Come back to center. Push the toes forward for chaturanga. Keep going for upward facing and downward facing dog. Settle into your dog before we shift the weight into the right foot and reach that left heel up towards the sky. Lift that leg nice and high, keeping the body square. Right heel continues to reach down as the left fingertips reach up. Bring that left knee into the heart and place that left foot down on the foot mat. Step the right foot out to the side. Root in to rise into warrior one. Nice soft bend in that front knee. Vulnerable, just different this time. Shoulders are relaxed. Melt the shoulder blades down the spine. They don't need to be protecting. You're safe. Shoulders and hips are in alignment. Throat and heart and eyes open to seeing. Straighten this front leg and release the hands at the base of the spine, switching up the grip this time. Press the palms and the shoulder blades together and we'll fold over this front leg. Root in with those feet. And bring the torso up and the arms all the way up overhead. Soften that front knee. Palms together. We'll settle into this warrior one for just another few moments. Really find some relaxation here for yourself. I know. It's a figment of, or at least contradicted of terms, but if the forehead can relax and the eyes can relax and the jaw can relax, so too can the collarbone and the shoulder blades and the sternum and the hips and the toes.
Hands come down, frame that front foot, and step that left foot back. Nice and easy. Exhale for chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing. And exhale for downward facing dog. Come on up on those toes. Bend the knees, bring the belly to the thighs. Keep the torso and the arms where they are and straighten the legs. Ooh, yeah. A little deeper. I have an adjustment for you. And then we'll come down onto those knees for a traditional child's pose. Knees are together. We're just going to fold the torso and the head over those legs, and the arms are going to come down by the sides. Giving yourself total permission to reset. We're going to bring ourselves all the way back up. We're going to sit on the floor now. Bring those legs out in front of us. Let's bring the feet flat on the mat and the heels a little bit closer to the bum. Nice straight spine. Let's lower ourselves all the way down nice and slow and easy. Allow those arms to come out by the side. Bring the feet in just a little bit closer to the bum than we normally would. Tuck the chin so the back of the skull is on the mat, and then ever so slightly. This is the opposite of rising from the ragdoll. This is peeling the vertebrae up off the earth. So it gives you a physical experience. See if you can feel the little knobs on your vertebrae peeling up one before the other as you press in with your feet to lift your hips all the way up to the base of your neck. If you have some more depth in you, walk those heels a little bit closer. Even still, interlace the palms underneath the spine and press them together. Press the shoulder blades together. Stay here. Let this be a different level of divine connection to your intimate self. Release the grip in the hands and open up the collarbone, shoulder blades, and then one vertebrae at a time. Lower that spine. Excellent. When you get here, we're going to go into a little bit of an inversion, a shoulder stand inversion. We're going to start with plow pose. So find yourself with your knees bent. Take any variation of this that you'd like, please. Just play around with it, but be very conscientious of your neck. So if you have a little bit of tension there, just be careful, or maybe do another bridge or whatever feels good in your body today if the inversion isn't working for you. Once you get into the inversion, please do not move your head. Don't want to create any injuries, okay? Thank you very much. Okay, so from here, let's reach those heels up towards the sky. Nice straight legs to start. And point these toes towards the face. Palms are going to be face down on the mat. And we're going to use the hands to press and roll the hips up over the shoulders. Feet are going to come up overhead. It's going to create a lot of this choked throat feeling. We're working in the back of the throat chakra here and the back of all of our spine, but primarily creating the pressure in the throat chakra. Take the hands and place them on the base of the spine. Elbows come in together to create a nice little foundation for yourself as you zip up the front of the body and reach the legs up towards the sky. a nice straight line. And then go ahead and drop those feet to the mat above your head to reset. And then nice and slow, no big flopping out, please. Let your vertebrae come down to the mat one at a time. And then the feet come down and the legs go long. We take just a mini shavasana here to allow the body to reset itself. Excellent. Let's reach those heels up towards the sky once again. Nice straight legs. We're going to place that right ankle on the left knee, and the right knee is going to come out to the side. Lace this right hand through the hole in the right leg, and then bend the left knee. Interlace the hands on the front of the knee, and then just gently hold on. Tuck the chin so the back of the skull is on the mat. If you need a deeper stretch here, then just bend the elbows and pull that knee in closer. You can also use that right elbow on the inside of the right knee. Excellent. Release the grip and place the left foot down on the mat. Keep your number 4 figure, and we're going to twist the torso to the left and drop the right foot to the mat. So the left knee is going to come down, right foot is going to come down. Arms are going to come out to the side. You can cactus or T-shaped, whichever feels good. And then gaze over to those right fingertips. If you're needing a bit more, then drop the right knee to the mat. I'll extend the twist up into your spine. But if you're feeling like you're gripping and holding on, then place that right foot back down on the mat. We don't want to grip. We want to be able to really surrender so the stretch happens on our behalf. Bring that center body back to the center line. Extend those heels up towards the sky. We're going to switch sides. Left ankle on the right knee. Bend that right leg. Thread through that left leg with the left hand. Switching up your grip this time. Interlace those fingers around that front knee. And just hold. Tilt the tailbone down. Tuck the chin. Let the spine rest and the hip open. Surrender here. Open. Relax the throat and the face. Release the grip gently and allow that right foot to come down to the mat. Twist that torso to the right and the left foot comes down. Arms come out to the side and gaze over those left fingers. Welcome the weight of the lumbar spine. Bring that body back to center. Square up the hips and the shoulders. And welcome yourself into Shavasana. Legs are long, heels are together, and toes fall apart. Shoulder blades are tucked. Tailbone tucks. Hands fall out to the side. The eyes close. And the body rests. Feel the roots of the earth reach up and wrap themselves around your body, pulling you close, holding you safe, keeping you strong, connected, clear, and confident. And you sink in. Maintaining this heavy, grounded self. Welcome a nice deep inhale into your body. And exhale. Another nice deep inhale. And with the exhale this time, gently move those fingers and those toes and roll to your right side. Staying nice and heavy and aware of the movements of the body. Press into the earth to rise. Just come into a nice comfortable seat, keeping those eyes closed as you move through space. Feel space moving around you. And when you find yourself in a comfortable seat, bring those hands to heart center, keeping the eyes closed. Shoulders are relaxed. We'll close and honor our practice in the traditional way by connecting deeply to all living things, acknowledging that we are one. We do this with the sound of Om. Take a nice deep inhale here. Om. It was an honor sharing space with you today. I look forward to seeing you again very soon in the deepest amount of love and peace. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope to see you on Wednesday for part 2 of our chakra opening and balancing sequence. See you then. Have a great day.